Good mid-afternoon, mid-evening, whatever. It's the Hood Mystic, El Melchizedek, with another video about consecrating or dressing a candle. I'm going to explain why you should dress a candle. If you are doing candle magic, this is not for just regular. I'm gonna just break it down like this. Dressing a candle in candle magic is like actual like foreplay or something of that nature. When you just light a candle and hope for something happening, I know women can feel this. This is just like, just coming in and just no interaction, no getting you turned on or nothing, just pure, just fucking. And that's not really magical. That's like what a dog do or something like that. So doing this candle magic, and I'm gonna just share this video 1 second. I don't think I even shared it. I think I did share it. I did not share it. So how y'all doing, man? I feel like a lot of energy is going down and people are scared and people need to have some type of magic to deal with or some magic to work with. So instead of simply lighting candles and things of that nature for the sake of lighting candles and hoping and wishing, let's get into some science and some techniques and some actual practices and then some thoughts behind why you would do such a thing. Like, why dress a candle, right? Okay. Here we are. So why dress a candle? Dressing a candle is just a word. What we're really doing is consecrating it. When we consecrate a candle, that means we are blessing it. We are making the candle sacred. And how do we make a candle sacred? Well, we put our energy onto the candle, and now it represents something instead of simply you hoping and wishing, but not having an energetic frequency around the candle. So I got this candle from the Mexican store. And so the Mexicans, they do a lot of shifting and traveling. It goes here, it goes there, it goes a little bit of everywhere. So all of that is astro energy around this candle. So when I do light it, it doesn't have the particular frequency or the particular result that I want. So I'm going to take you from the beginning, middle, and ending of candle magic as I understand it. And you can take this information and do what thou wilt with it. But this is just my perspective based on channels on how to actually do candle magic. The first thing I get is rubbing alcohol. Any kind of rubbing alcohol or any disinfectant. And I simply just rub it down with the rubbing alcohol because I want to wipe away all of the weird Mexicans who've been touching my goddamn candle. I want this candle to represent my energy, my fire. So if I want to incorporate this candle in any type of ritual or any type of thought process, it is mine now. It's no longer property of the Mexicans who made it. And I scratch off this barcode as well because I want to rid myself of that energy as well. And generally you do the best that you can because somebody made the candle or whatever. And I also make my own candles, but for time's sake, maybe you don't make it. How you doing, Renee? For time's sake, I don't have the time to make a candle right now, so I buy this candle, and since I'm buying it, I have to cleanse it energetically. So we get the alcohol. The next thing I do is get my herbs together. So I got a variety of different herbs in here. The first herb that I used was myrrh, and broke it down with my Mistle and Porter and got it down to a fine powder. And then I added my additional herbs, my calendula. I got some blue vervain over here. And then I got like some mixes. So I got a prosperity mix that I put in here. And I got a fire mix with some sandalwood and some other fire herbs. So herbs in your candle magic. Why put herbs in your candle magic? Because the herbs match a particular frequency. Shaman thought is that if your leg was hurting, the shaman would know what herb to get because that herb matched the leg frequency. So intuitively, I know what herbs to get, what herbs to put. I put a little sulfur in here because this is my cleansing energy. I feel like the energy is a little crazy. So I'm going to neutralize the energy through candle magic and sincerity. So I got some black candles already lit and going, but I just took this pink candle to show you. And this pink candle is actually for Erzuli. So I'm using frequencies and herbs that match that particular frequency of Erzuli. And I got the incense burning as an offering to Erzuli as well. So all of my thoughts now are focused and channeled on Erzuli. Not just me simply thinking, but my mind and my hands and my herbs are, my mixture has now created into a substance that now represents Erzuli physically. So in this mixture, I can use it for these candles, and then when I do the ritual, I can actually burn these as part of the scent. And generally, since I did all of this work, now I can really feel good about what I'm doing. I know that I just didn't half-ass my work. I put the initial effort, thought, meditation, work, planning, crafting, mixing, and tapping into my ancient way of thinking. In a past life, I did this. I know that I did this because nobody has to tell me to do this. Like, I've done all of this, and then I look up on the internet like, oh, wow, I do that. So, because I've worked on myself spiritually to be able to tap and channel these energies. So that's what my spiritual work is geared towards clearing that gap between me and my motherfucking soul. That's it. So I don't do this shit for money, so I wouldn't necessarily know how to dress a candle for money. I get money before I even got into the spiritual shit. Like, I've been getting money, or not saying that I'm rich or by any means, but I've always ate. I'm like fucking 300 pounds. I've always ate. I've always been taken care of financially. So my problem is I don't know shit about my spirit. And so that's what my work is geared toward. So I'm saying that because a lot of candle magic and a lot of work will be, well, how do you, if you want a candle to manifest money, I suggest you get the particular candle, do the particular herb work, the particular oil work. I got the red palm oil because that was channeled. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck with this. You know I got it. So yeah. Basically, a little quick candle dressing video. And so what I do with the oil is I take it and rub it around the rim. And everything that I'm doing while I'm dressing the candle, I am visualizing Erzuli. Because a motherfucker will try to do a Erzuli ritual or what's the one lady name? Oshun, or from New Orleans. Can't think of her name. Marie Laveau ritual and charge you thousands and thousands of dollars.
I was thinking about that one, Maria.
Pambagria. All of that. It's all about mentalization. The only difference between you and a particular guru or a particular babalao is your thought and focus. If you really think that this motherfucker is the embodiment of Obatala, then so be it. And because he dresses a certain way and carries himself a certain way and speaks a certain way, he lives it out through your belief. So it's important for you to believe in your own damn self. That's my only message from now until I die. Believe in your own damn self. Believe in your own damn self. Believe in your own magical abilities. Because my channel is based upon being a hood mystic. Because I'm just a nigga that, just grew up in the hood, and none of this information was privy to me. It would be like none of my friends that I grew up, I can have conversations on this kind of things, but yet and still I grew up through that. And even because I was completely isolated from magic, I can still grasp it and still hold it and still show it and still be who I'm put on this earth to be, regardless of the circumstances. So if you see me in the hood, you still see me as a mystic. So that's basically what it's about. So I want to do more videos about actual modalities, actual works, actual magical works, because a lot of people talk about it but don't be about it or even understand why they're doing it. Lastly, I take these herbs and sprinkle them. Be careful not to get them close to the wick. So you want to place them to the outside of the herbal. Just thanking Urzuli the whole time for her blessings that are already here. I just don't see them, right? So, boom. My candle is dressed, and we got other candles, but I'm not going to show those, where we have like scripts and sigils and things of that nature for more of a punch. But this is just a model candle of how I would dress a candle. And then I would understand in magic, this is key. The more you put into your work, the more you should receive out of your work. So if you expect to do some candle magic and you read online somewhere like burn 8 candles and you just get one because you only got $5.99, then you'll get results, but it'll be on the level of the work that you put into it. So like I said at the beginning, you take what I did and do whatever you do, because I know a lot of people was just simply getting these candles and lighting them. You know why I know that? Because that's what I did for so fucking long and wanted to grasp candle magic. And so I said that I would talk about the end. So once this burns for the 7 days, they say 7 days, but depending on the work that you do, if you got some high powered work, then this candle will burn in 2 days. If you got some faulty fucked up work, then it might be 7 days. And that's the result of the intentions and the result of the work. So you have to read the candle. And once the candle is burnt away completely out, we take the candle to somewhere sacred, somewhere special, and we break this bitch, and we forget we ever did anything, because we are magical. And that is the tenet of magical. Magic is to do something and forget it and watch it manifest. That is why money spells do not work, because before you did the spell you needed money, during the spell you needed money, and after the spell you needed money. So that whole entire time your law of attraction was completely fucked up. Now if you are doing a money spell, the best time to do a money spell is when you have money already and money is not an issue or a worry. That's when you want to do money spells, because your energy is like, all right, let's just see what happens. And that's the perfect magical mentality. And niggas don't get that because we are constantly needing it, constantly wanting it. So, and I'm not even talking about other people, I'm talking about myself. So generally I'm not doing a money spell right now because I'm constantly thinking about it. I'm constantly wondering about it. So I have to figure out a way within myself to let it go. So now, in between time, in the meantime, I'm going to do this soul work and spiritual work. You feel me? So, yes. Beginning, middle, end of candle magic. A little quick video for my YouTube channel. Like I said, I did this for the YouTube channel, but I just did it live because it's the best way for me to, like, do that shit, so I can just download it and then put it on YouTube. But it will be here for you. This is just for the niggas who want to do candle magic, and all you doing is buying candles and lighting them, okay? You need to step your magic up and put a little effort into this shit, a little thought and a little passion and a little attention if we really want to grasp this magical thing. And I'm doing this video now because we are entering a magical zone where input equals output, cause equals effects. And I'm going to tell you, if your cause and your input is fear, expect that in return on the other side. When y'all niggas get all scary and shit like that, I'd be like, okay, let me do some work. Because we've been scared about hurricanes, Y2K, terrorists, and all of this. And we still here paying $2.79 a gallon for gas now. So, like, that's beyond the point. Basically, when you're doing this magic, put effort into it and don't just be looking on YouTube for a nigga to do some shit for you. I'm just doing this to show you that it's more about effort than it is about feeling good and feeling happy about doing some shit. But I am the Hood Mystic, El Melchizedek. You can inbox me if you got questions. You can send comments. If you got questions, I'm here for you. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I use oil for this. But you want to be careful with the oils because it really affects the wick and you will fuck up your candle. So if you do use oil, I like to use it around the rim because that way it keeps it away from the wick. And when I want to put my herbs in there, I want to separate them, get everything as far away from the wick as possible. I learned that through mistake by just throwing shit in there and lighting the candle and damn near burning the house down. So make sure you keep everything to the edges and be safe. This is the Hood Mystic, and I'm signing out. Peace and love, and make sure you're peaceful because that's where your power is at, not in fear, not in excitement. Peace is power, and coincidence is meaningful. Ashe. Peace.